Hey Isaac and I'm the Barad. So today we are presenting our first finance session on importance of compendium, XPP and documentation. So what is compendium and XPP? Collection of concise but detailed information about a particular subject is known as compendium, while XPP stands for Exchange Participant Policies. What is documentation? A set of documents provided on paper or online is known as documents. In ISEC, we consider EP contracts, invoice, receipts, voucher, and bills as documents, and managing it is called documentation. The deliverables of exchange. Why exchange? What should be the aim of exchange? Intercultural competencies. The participant should be having knowledge of our country and destination country. Leadership skills. Exchange should provide you an opportunities to develop leadership skills, which is the aim of ISEC. Awareness and knowledge of issues prevailing in both hosting entity and sending entity. As an ISECer is a world citizen, and this may contribute and provide impact to our society. Opportunity to contribute to personal and professional goals. Must not aim to provide an opportunity to earn money. ISEC experience is to have a leadership and cross-cultural experience, not to earn money. A holiday. Permanent career placement or residence in hosting entity. ISEC is not a platform for a permanent job or residence. EP criteria. Qualification of an EP. He or she should be latest within 2 years of obtaining last tertiary degree and at the age of 30 or under. He or she should be at the latest within 2 years after completing ISEC term if he is in LCP or LCVP but at the age of 30 or under. So basically he or she, whatever the post she or he is doing, should be at the age of 30 or under. An individual cannot be EP if he has never been enrolled in any education institution, if he does not have the capacity to enter into legal agreement in sending entity, as ISEC has many legal contracts to go down before exchange, if he or she is overage or has broken or exploded exchange policies. OP criteria. So what does OP mean? OP stands for Opportunity Provider. The company should be a registered company. It should support ISEC values. It should have adequate working environment. So basically the working condition should be fine and clean. So this is important. Match break policies. An EP can match a break if the documents are not sent by the hosting entity within 2 weeks. If there arises any emergency situations, in case of war, unstable political environment, civil war-like situation, etc., an OP can match break if the EP falsifies the information or within the labor laws of country. Realization break policies. EP can break if the documents are not sent within 2 weeks, if the EP does not get compensated by the company for 2 consecutive months, description differs, if he or she faces sexual harassment at work, or if he or she has inadequate working environment to work. OGX, OS, OGX. So there are few things to remember. The lead session should be given to an exchange participant. The age of the participant should be of 30 or less than that, above the TN fees, and if the EP has not stayed more than 2 years within the past 10 years in the destination country. This all should be kept in mind for OGX. And if you forget, तो तुम्हें देने पड़ेंगे 3 EPs to destination country. And yes, we know that OGX is sexy. ICX, hey swaggers, things to remember. If the EP is not getting salary, the hosting entity is responsible. The hosting entity should not falsify the information about the salary or any exchange policy. If the salary is higher than mentioned in contract, then the EP has to return the difference of the salary to hosting entity. And if it is low, then the hosting entity has to pay the difference to EP. If the accommodation is not provided, hosting entity is responsible. If the JD comes out to be improper after getting realized, EP fees and traveling fee should be reimbursed by the hosting entity. And if the EP arrives and internship get cancelled, all the expenses made by EP should be provided by the hosting entity to EP. Here comes the most important thing, the legal cases. So whenever there is a problem With EP, the matter is first tried to solve between the hosting LC and the sending LC. Then between the hosting MC and the sending MC, and then if still not resolved, it is taken up to ECB. ECB means Entity Control Board, and then to ICB. ICB stands for Internal Control Board. If we fail to resolve at ICB level, the LC is made to shut in severe cases. That is why it is important for each and every member to keep a proper track of documents of the EP and DN safely. Ultimately, it is the LC that suffer because of one single document we would have not have in place. That's it. So here is some brief knowledge about ECB and ICB. Just have a look at it. So here we end our first finance session, and the credit goes to VP CFO